and I did not pull them up a single time, which was really nice. Probably one of the stretchiest leggings I've ever worn. I'm literally dying. I do think that they live up to their name, Booty by Brabants. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're doing a very exciting video. I got a ton of requests from some of my friends in real life actually, and then a bunch of you guys on Instagram who are all from Boston about this new brand that like everyone is wearing in Boston. So if you're not from Boston, you might not know about this brand, but it just seemed super hyped there, so I had to check it out. It's called Booty by Brabants. I don't know if it's Brabants or Brabants, so I apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. But it was started by a woman named Kelly Brabants. Brabants, I don't know. But she's a really famous fitness instructor in Boston. I actually did one of her IG live workouts, so that'll be later in the video. Her workouts are super like fun, really energetic, but it was very dancey, and apparently she has a background in competitive dance, which is really cool because I used to dance competitively myself. Just stopped last year after like 19 years of dance. So I read up about the brand. She wanted to create a line of functional activewear that was good for dance, workouts. This is one of the pairs of leggings, and as you can see, they're super textured. She was really inspired by these leggings she had from Brazil that she always got a lot of questions about. So the leggings themselves are actually made in Brazil, and the fabrics are sourced in Brazil, so that's pretty unique. I do love that this brand was started by a woman and it's run by her, and she seems really cool. And it was clear that she has a huge following of the people who tune into her workouts because everyone was requesting like specific things, like certain songs, something called towel arms, which I had no idea what was going on, but everyone seemed to really like be very in sync. Pinto just stopped by to say hi. Some of you guys wondered about his ear. He had a little issue with his ear when he was a little baby kitten, but now it's all good. It's just gonna be like this. He's just a cute little crinkle ear guy. Hey. So most of the clothing is actually just one size fits most kind of thing, which I'm always a little bit skeptical of, but it has worked for other brands, so it's not like a total write-off for me. The leggings themselves are super stretchy and can definitely accommodate a lot of sizes, and they also have a curvy range, which is size large to 3XL. It actually does fit quite a big range of sizes. One thing I noticed was they look like those classic like textured booty scrunch leggings that I've seen all over Amazon and AliExpress all the time, so I actually ordered a pair of those so that we can compare. I can just tell you already they're not the exact same, but I just thought it'd be interesting to compare those because they looked super similar to that, and at first I thought they were going to be the same, but they're definitely not. And as the name suggests, they're supposed to be super flattering on the booty, so we will test them out and rank them on the booty scale. All of their leggings are those super stretchy textured leggings, but they do have a few different textures. I got the Croco skin ones, which are supposed to be one of their most popular ones. They also have an original, which I got the tie-dye version, and they have a few other ones called like mermaid and other things, so I'll insert photos of those. Without further ado, let's get into it. So first we got the Croco skin leggings. These are $85, and I got the regular size, which I forget exactly what the size range is supposed to fit, but I think it's like extra small to medium or large kind of thing. I'm pretty much always a size small in most leggings, so kind of like a middle range for these. So according to the website, these are thicker than the original fabric. They're supposed to have a lot of compression, a super high waistband for support, and when you have textured leggings like this, you basically hide any sort of cellulite, so they're definitely a go-to if you're trying to hide that. Just a side note, because there are always some internet trolls who try to like drag me by saying like hide cellulite, but I get DMs every single day asking which leggings hide cellulite because some people just want to cover it up, and that is their personal choice. So it's something that I have to mention because people are interested in looking for that. So it's your choice whether you want to hide your cellulite or not. Neither way is good or bad. So let people make their own decisions, and I'm just going to keep mentioning it because it's something we have to know, okay? Trying to be informative. Thank you. By the way, I did purchase all of these with my own money, and they have no idea that I'm doing this review, so it'll all be totally honest as always. They're also supposed to be moisture wicking, pilling resistant, they're supposed to hold their shape, and she likes to advertise these as either for a workout or you can dress them up for a night out. So we're gonna see how they are. They're definitely making a lot of claims about these leggings. So here's an up close of the Croco skin fabric. As you can see, it kind of looks like little scales. It is super stretchy, like these will not limit you at all. They also are very thick, like you can just tell that they have a lot of structure to them. So the waistband is interesting. It doesn't have any elastic in it. Sometimes leggings like this, like the ones on Amazon that I got, actually have like a really thick, cheap elastic on the inside. And these are just kind of a double thickness of the actual fabric, and there's no seams at all. So it doesn't have a top seam, so it's not gonna cut off the muffin top region. And there's really no seams anywhere. It's just kind of a double thickness. So you are gonna get some waistband compression. The waistband comes in the center and actually has a slight V, so if you're into that V waistband. The logo is a little bit bold for me. I'm not a huge logo person, but I know it doesn't bother a lot of people. It's just like kind of big. It is embroidered and it's not gonna like peel off, so I do appreciate that. It just says Booty. This is her little logo, the little upside down heart. and by Brabants. Unlike the cheap Amazon ones I've seen, this one actually doesn't have a booty scrunch. I kind of expected a booty scrunch, but I'm actually not mad about it because sometimes booty scrunches are just a little bit much. So yeah, these are just plain leggings, no booty scrunch. The one thing I've been a little bit hesitant about, and I know can cause some problems, is that these actually don't have a crotch gusset. They just come in all 4 seams into the middle, and when leggings have this, they usually aren't very good at preventing camel toe. So I'm a little concerned about that. For those of you who are not familiar with what a crotch gusset crotch, I don't know which one is first. Is it gusset crotch or crotch gusset? These are just a pair of shorts that I have, and as you can see, there's like this little triangle in the middle. This is like what all Lululemon leggings have. Actually, most leggings these days have these, but what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to kind of add a little fabric there to kind of disperse the stretch and make it not like go right up the lady region, you know, to cause any camel. So I'm a little concerned about that, but we'll see when we try it on. Now I'm gonna insert the try on where I tried the leggings during a workout and you see my first impressions and everything. And then we'll get to the actual nitty gritty review. Pre-review calf here with my little Pinto. It came in this cute little like bag thing with her logo. And I think I'm gonna wear these ones today. These are the Croco skin in crimson red. The woman who started this brand is like a super huge like fitness instructor in Boston, and she does these IG live workouts during quarantining, obviously. So I think her one today was like 45 minutes or something. My friend who lives in Boston has been doing her lives, and she said it has a lot of jumping. I'm not into much jumping, but we're gonna do it for the video. So wish me luck. We'll see how these fit. We'll see how they hold up to one of her workouts, and yeah. So just popped on the leggings, and they do fit. They are one size, so I was a little worried. They are super stretchy. I would definitely say they're flattering on the booty, but they don't have a gusset crotch, so we're kind of having a little camel situation. Stay tuned for that. Maybe I can fix it a little bit. I know I'm not showing anything. It's kind of like trying to avoid showing that right now. And very stretchy. I'm not having any restriction. So let's get into it. I think it's like a dancey style kind of booty workout thing. So let's go. This is her Instagram, Booty By Brabants. You can just go to her story, click on her little icon, and then say watch live video. So here we go.
But today's gonna be hard. We're gonna do so much cardio, prepare some sweat.
Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks. Citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages. Show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on it goes. Round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute. Taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes. Swinging down in life, you know. Breathing out there for a minute. Yeah.
So we've only done the warm-up and one song. I'm literally dying. Like, I don't do cardio workouts like this. I'm sweating so much, I literally can't breathe. I kind of thought this would be more of a booty workout. All right, keep going.
Hey, would you rather stay right here? Make everything disappear. Could play my favorite song. Put your rose-colored glasses on. What if we stay right here? Make everything disappear. Lay low in the beach's sun. Put your rose-colored glasses on.
All right, guys, so I'm done with the workout. About 52 minutes, 430 calories burnt. I don't know if I trust the Apple Watch, but that's what it says. But yeah, that was totally brutal, especially since I have not really worked out very much for like the past 3 weeks. I've really been slacking, haven't been feeling very motivated. So it was nice to follow along a class. You guys know I don't really have a filter on my channel, so I am super sweaty and red as a tomato right now. As for how the leggings held up, they fit me like super well. They really like hug every part of you. They're very form-fitting, and I did not pull them up a single time, which was really nice. They're super stretchy, so they're good for like dance, stretch, really everything. I feel like they were definitely high performance, and I really don't see any sweat on them. Like, guys, I'm actually sweating like a lot. You can see my hair. She's not looking cute, but I'm not noticing any sweat. But the camel toe is just kind of an issue for me. It's pretty bad. So now to the full review. They're really unlike anything I've ever tried. It's really hard to compare these to any other leggings, but I do agree that they are very sweat wicking, as you can see by the video. The texture really hides anything, like no cellulite. We don't know her here. She wasn't invited. It also doesn't collect any lint. It's not that soft brush fabric at all. It's almost a shiny performance material, but it doesn't look as shiny because of all the little textures. Also, yes, I have a cat scratch here. Pinto was playing with me. I definitely don't think that these are going to pill or anything. And I would give them a solid medium to high compression depending on what size you are. If you are a medium fitting into these, you might be a high compression. If you're an extra small fitting into these, it would probably be more of a medium compression. We'll talk about the elephant in the room in a minute, but I really do love the waistband. They stayed up so well at my workout. I literally did not have to pull them up a single time. The waistband definitely has a high compression in this region, but it doesn't cut into you at all, and it still is really, really stretchy. I just really appreciate when waistbands are super tight on me and don't gape, and this is definitely doing the job. Because of this little V in the front, it actually comes down a little bit to offer a little bit of lower tummy control. So if you're looking for lower tummy control, these actually do a pretty good job. But in the back, the waistband actually goes really high. So it does go completely over your booty. So you're not gonna have that waistband in the middle of your butt that kind of cuts off the line of your booty. If you like leggings that really hug every curve and kind of like, I don't know, really fit every crevice of your booty and you can kind of pull up a little bit, these are really good for that. Like, I would definitely give these a high on the booty scale. I do think that they live up to their name, Booty by Brabants. Even though I'm a small on these, they have a ton of stretch. So I really do think they could fit up to a large. But if you're more of an XL, I would definitely go for the curvy range. But they make basically all of the same leggings in the curvy range, so I do like that. These are actually full length on me. I feel like I could even pull them down more, but you can actually like hike them up a little bit, and because of all the texture in the fabric, you can't really tell if there's a little more room around your knees or something. So I think they're good for a good range of heights too. So now for my only issue with these, the camel is just really, really bad for me. The models on the website weren't seeming to have this issue. I feel like if you have a little more curve to you, the seams can just kind of settle a little more easily. But I just think that these leggings would be absolutely perfect if they just added a crotch gusset. Although at first glance, I did think that these kind of looked like those cheap AliExpress leggings, after having them on and working out in them, they actually do feel really high quality. And they're definitely one of the more unique pairs of leggings I have in my closet, so I'm actually a big fan. They're also super, super stretchy. There's no restriction anywhere. Even though they don't have the crotch gusset, I can literally do anything, do a little high kick, like it's not a problem. These are definitely good for performance and stretching. Okay, next I got the tie-dye leggings, which are in the original fabric. They're definitely more lightweight than the Croco leggings. The Croco skins were super, super thick, but actually provided a lot of structure, so I actually didn't mind that. But these will be more lightweight, maybe a little bit better for summer. I also couldn't resist the tie-dye because I feel like this is such a trend right now, and these are kind of the most unique tie-dye leggings I've seen. Like Lulu has tie-dyes, but they're just Lulus. Like these have like the texture, which is kind of cool. Here's a close-up. This is the original fabric, so as you can see, it's less scaly than the Croco skin, if that makes sense. These are $75, so they're actually $10 cheaper than the Croco skins. Still in the upper end of a price range though. So these are also the one size fits most fit, so I got the normal size range for these. So also all of the tie-dyes are a little different, so if you order the tie-dyes, they might be a little different than mine. The waistband is the same, there's no elastic, it's just kind of a double thickness of the fabric, and as you can see, these are like literally so stretchy. And then you have the same logo on the back, no gusset crotch, again, unfortunately, and they're just pretty simple all the way down the leg. Alright, so I thought I would like the Croco skins better, but some of the issues I had with those are actually kind of resolved with the originals. First of all, I love the pattern. I feel like this is so cute. I hope you can see all the details because it is a little dark, but I really like them. I feel like the waist is slightly higher. These ones go above my belly button. These are actually even more stretchy than the Croco skin ones, which were already super stretchy. But with that, I am getting a little bit less compression. I would say these are a solid medium compression instead of medium to high like the last ones. They definitely feel thinner, definitely more lightweight and breathable. I would put these more in the summer legging category. And for some reason, I don't know if it's the pattern, I just can't see it as much, but I don't think I'm getting as much camel in these. The leggings are a little stretchier, so it's not settling as much in the crevices, but I'm really not feeling like I'm getting the camel in these. So I guess my recommendation is go for the originals, unless you really want more compression, you really care about camel, but I really like these. The waistband definitely has less compression than the Crocos, but as to be expected because these are kind of less compression overall. Still does have a medium, maybe medium to high compression, but not as much. I feel like I'm getting slightly less lower tummy control on these. For some reason, these are just a little bit higher waisted. I don't know if I pulled them up more or what the deal is. The waistband goes way above your booty, so it's not gonna cut it off, and I still do feel like kind of hugging this region, so definitely high on the booty scale as well. And these are also a full length on me. Although these are a little bit thinner than the last ones, I still do feel like they're performance fabric. I still feel like they're going to be sweat wicking, and they're also not collecting any lint. And the one size is fitting me perfectly. Because there's no actual seams in the waistband, I feel like these actually do a decent job fitting a range of sizes because there's not much to actually like cut into you. They're super, super stretchy. Literally no restriction at all. These are probably one of the stretchiest leggings I've ever worn. And no cellulite yet again. And lastly, I got the tie-dye little bra top to match the leggings. This is only $35, so I wouldn't say that the sports bras are a high price range. This is more like mid-range. But it is one size fits most again, which is really hard with sports bras in my opinion, especially with a deep V like this. But we'll see how it works. As you can see, it's literally like a super deep V. It looked really good on Kelly herself, but I'm just not sure. Like this might just be like cleavage city for me, which is not the look I kind of go for when I'm working out. Just, you can lose a friend, you know? So it's made of the same original fabric and it's tie-dyed just like the last one, and all the prints are a little bit unique. Has a little seam across the middle of each of the little boob regions. There are no cut pads in this, not built in, not removable. So keep that in mind, except usually when there are no cut pads, my main worry is just like there might be some nippage. But this is so textured, you're not gonna notice any of that anyway, so I don't really think it'll be a problem. It is a racer back, and this is a more subtle logo. I kind of just like having the heart instead of the like whole like Booty by Brabants like written on the back personally. And then it just kind of has a little cutout keyhole. So it's a really cute style sports bra, and it feels super durable, and because this fabric is so like thick and compressive, maybe it'll work, but we're gonna give it a try. All right, so here's the top. As expected, there's just like a lot of cleavage, so I don't think this would be my personal choice for a workout top. But besides the fact that it's just not really good for maybe like larger cup sizes, if you're trying to avoid major cleavage, it's actually pretty good. Because the fabric is so stretchy and giving like the leggings, it really will fit a decent amount of cup sizes. Like I have a triple D and my boobs are actually contained in these. I'll do a little burpee as a test because I just feel like sometimes when you do burpees in sports bras that aren't secure, they just go flying. Thank you to the person who recommended that I do this, but I'm gonna do that in a minute. It's a super, super open deep V. There are no cut pads, but it actually has a solid medium support even for me. I'd say if you're a smaller cup size, this actually might be a medium to high support. Pretty decent side boob coverage. I do have a little bit of spillage, but it's not really a lot for what I expected out of this sports bra. It scoops around your armpit enough where you shouldn't get any chafing. This fabric isn't like the softest thing in the world. It's not rough, but it's just not like buttery soft. I feel like if it was any higher, I might risk some chafing, but in the way that it is right now, it's not causing me any issues. And the back fits me really well. I'm not sure how many sizes exactly this should be fitting. I am a 32 band size, and it is already snug on me. I'm not sure how much bigger of a band you could be. I guess it also kind of depends on your cup size. I think it would be nice if they did have more sports bra sizes because I just don't feel like one size fits all is really quite enough for a sports bra. It's not my personal style, but I wouldn't say it's a bad sports bra, just not for me. But if it is for you, it's actually pretty nice and only $35, which compared to the leggings is pretty affordable. Okay, now we're testing my burpee. Okay, I'm actually still contained. I didn't feel like I was gonna fall out, so pretty good. Okay, so now that we've tried the actual Booty by Brabants leggings, we tried the Croco and the originals, I did get this super cheap pair of leggings from Amazon. I think these were like $15 or something, and I just kind of wanted to compare them because they have that same kind of textured look. The texture itself is actually really similar to the original fabric of the Booty by Brabants ones, but overall these are a lot more flimsy, as you can tell. They just don't have a lot of structure to them. Will they hide cellulite? Probably, because they still have like the texture, but they're not going to give you as much compression and thickness. They do have like this thick elastic that like holds the top of the waistband, so as you can tell, like it might cut in a little bit. It also just feels cheap, and the elastic itself can kind of twist around and not really stay where it needs to be. The BBB leggings, the waistband is all very uniform. It doesn't do that. These ones actually have an official booty scrunch. The triple B leggings do not have a booty scrunch. They just kind of hug the booty, so I guess we'll see how these are. Okay, so I can see what they were going for with these. I think these were also one size. These are just not anywhere near the Booty by Brabants leggings. Although they seemed like they would have a ton of space to them, they actually like don't have a ton of stretch in a lot of the regions. Like you could tell the other leggings had like a ton of give to them. These actually feel a little bit tight and a little bit stiff. I'm getting some stiffness in the crotch seam region, So yeah, that's not as good. Also, the waist goes up super high and it's just like really not flattering in this region. There's like all this like extra fabric and stuff, and the booty scrunch is just not very good. So I've kind of always wanted to try these leggings because I've always wondered how they are, but I'm truly not a fan. So yeah, these are a thumbs down. All right, so that is it for the review. I have to say I was definitely impressed with these. The Croco skin ones did have a little too much camel for my liking, so I personally don't think those were my favorite. If they just added a gusset crotch, they would literally be perfect. They are definitely a little bit pricey, so they're not going to be for everyone. They are $75 to $80. So if they are in your price point, I actually think they're pretty cute and unique. I liked how they stayed up really well. I did feel like they were pretty good for performance. I loved how stretchy they were. And the Amazon leggings were literally the worst. So definitely not comparable to these. So I hope this video was helpful. Let me know down below if you've ever heard of this brand. If you're in Boston, you've probably heard of it, but I just thought it was cool. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!